I believe in love at first sight.
No real words?
Only fake ones.
Everything ship. Oh, I love that.
Right. This is how our story goes, Beck.
You have questionable taste in friends. And a guy needs to protect himself.
She's lucky she has me. Beck rarely knows what's best for her.
Okay, video blog check everyone. So we are here at the Manila Peninsula Hotel for an exclusive press event with Netflix. They have a series called You, starring guest nila ngayon ay si Penn, Badgley at si Shay na ngayon sa Pilipinas to meet the fans and also the media, also everyone here in the Philippines though. By the way, tomorrow Tuesday I heard sa Greenbelt yata sila or Glorieta I think. So if you are a fan of Penn and Shay, check out yung information sa Netflix or sa mga social media kung saan nyo sila mamimit. So I'm here at the backstage of the Netflix event. Actually literal nasa backstage ako. Let's take a photo and video, document the entire event and share ko ngayon sa aking YouTube para malaman nyo ano yung mga insights at mga personal comment ng mga celebrities doon sa show ng Netflix na You na palabas na season 1 palabas na ngayon. So let's check it out yo. So pasok video.
Not Joseph, not Peaches, but Peach and Joe. Give it up for Shay Mitchell and Penn Badgley! Give it up one more time. I think they were screaming at some point and they were like, oh, my phone, I need to take a video. Yeah, hi everyone.
Hello.
Welcome. Excited to have you. Yes, hi everyone. We just tried Hello Hello.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't, but Penn did.
And it was massive. It was actually that big.
It was bigger than both, yeah, it was huge. How was it? How was the Hello Hello? Did you enjoy it?
It was great. Yeah, it was good. I mean, it's a lot of sugar. It's like 10 a.m. or something, but it was nice.
There's sugar in every Filipino dish. I think that's the thing that we have here. But we're off on food already. So start off. Welcome to the Philippines. It's not your first time here in Manila.
It's not my third time.
It's your third time here. Welcome back to the Philippines. How's it so far?
So good. I've already eaten all the food, so yeah, it's amazing.
How about you, Penn? Is it your first time here in Manila?
Yeah, very much. I've still not seen a lot of this city, but and I may not because I'll be in this hotel.
But have you at least tasted some of the Filipino food that we have?
Well, the Hello Hello, and that's it so far. Because again, like yesterday, I was just adjusting to jet lag, and I stayed in the hotel, and I had the choice between the Filipino breakfast and the American breakfast, and I actually asked the woman on the phone. I was like, "What would you recommend? Like, which is better?" And she was like, "Oh, sir, I think I would stay with the American breakfast."
I'm gonna have them some like longanisa and like, you know, we'll get them.
Yeah, I'm adventurous. I'll try anything.
Okay, so that's our assignment then for the rest of the days, right? To make him try Filipino.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll definitely do it.
I'll just keep sending stuff to your room.
Yeah.
Some fun seats. It was pretty awesome, but we just had such a great time shooting it. And for me personally, as soon as I read the script, I was like, okay, I don't care if I'm a part of this or not. I can't wait for this show to come out because it just had all the elements of what makes a really good show. And then shooting it, we had so much fun. It went by so quick. And now that everybody's able to enjoy it, it's also really exciting to get to relive it again with the fans and just friends and family who are all watching. So.
It's less fun for me because I'm a murderer. Let's just be clear, right? I mean, I know it's all fun to watch, but I don't want to give any spoilers, but I killed more than 3 people. Right? So we're all clear. When I read the script, I was quite troubled, you know, because again, like, I understood all those elements about the show, but I was the person reading the, you know, I'm thinking, all right, I don't get to play Peach, I don't get to play Beck, I don't get to write the thing. I don't get to score the thing, I don't get to watch it, I have to be Joe, you know? Everyone else gets to watch it and enjoy it in this different way. So for me, when I read it, I was actually like, Good luck, but I don't know. I don't know that I can. I don't know that I can do this for such a long period of time. You know, when you do a film, for instance, it's like 2 months, and then you don't do it again. This is, you know, it's like 6 months a year. You know, maybe we'll go on for season after season, killing more people, and I guess that's getting less and less funny.
It's becoming real to them, and they're killing more
like,
people.
oh yeah, right. So, you know, I think I had a lot of reservations, which is appropriate, because now we can all watch something and feel somewhat responsible. But I think that's the thing, is like, to the degree that everybody else is able to consume it in this way, that it is enjoyable, it's like I kind of have to take on the burden of making it somewhat real for myself. And that's just not, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just a bit different. But I can appreciate the fact that it is being consumed in the way that it is.
Yeah, and a lot of people, some of your tweets actually were trending recently because of how you were...
Right, it's my first time going viral, Shay.
He went viral. Welcome to the club, right? You should welcome him to the social media club. With a lot of people responding to Joe's character, and you know, you were so vocal about not romanticizing the character. Obviously, we get to appreciate it on a certain level, but you know, you were saying earlier, there's a certain level of adore, and then there's creepy. So how did you respond to all those conflicting, I guess, comments from a lot of your viewers, and how did you get into the character?
Well, first of all, I think we, as the people who made this show, should take responsibility, because he is a charming guy, and that was obviously what they wanted. And you know, it was always a bit of it was a push and pull between me and the directors, the writers, wanting me to be charming, right? And I was always like, less interested in, see, there are even things that I want to say, but I feel like they're inappropriate. But I guess if you're watching this show, it's not about spoilers, but it has to do with just like, normally things you wouldn't say in an interview that have to do with, you know, such intense topics. But yeah, I think it was always a balance between making this guy real, and then also, he's not just to me, he's not a real person. I was not thinking of like a clinical portrayal of a real psychopath. I was thinking sometimes of that, and then other times he's meant to represent things that are inside all of us, you know, like the internet troll. Even Joe in some ways is a little bit like the internet troll made real, which is a serial killer. Actually, you know, so that's no, but I mean really, because like the kind of things that people say on the internet, how often do people talk about? They're like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna murder. I mean, you know, even one of the tweets that I actually ended up following one of the women who I had a correspondence with, because she had said something and then I responded, and then that one went viral, and then there were apparently people tweeting at her. It was like a guy who tweeted at her like, maybe we should send murderers to your house just so you know the difference. And I mean, come on, like that's, so the meta response to this show is quite deep. I mean, I think like if we're not careful, Joe can maybe bring out the Joe in us. Yeah. Or we, you know what I mean? So it's like, I think I'm the person who has to always be thinking about the delicate balance of these themes. Just because I'm that guy.
I think it's interesting because I've said this before, but there are so many people that can fall in love and become obsessed with somebody who they've never even met before. And that's the world that we live in now. You get to know all of this information that person is putting out there, you know, and making up who this person is in your mind to be this imaginary, you know, vision. And I think that I completely get it when people become fascinated with people, because you feel like you get to know them with what they put out there. And I think a lot of the time too, being on the flip side, I also have to question some things that I put out there, you know, and when I put it out, and just how much of it I want people to be aware of. So it's really a fine balance, and yeah, a very fine line.
Yeah, but I like also, you posted recently on your Instagram about how it's not the real world. What you're posting on your social media, it's not. But you share these things because you want to be able to inspire and encourage others, and show them what's happening with the world around you, where you're being taken to.
Yeah, I think as long as you can use it in a way to know that the images that you're seeing are people's highlight reels. It's not reality.
Yeah.
You know, it's the best of that best moment of that day, you know, that's been curated and perfected and filtered a million times. If you can go into it knowing that, then you can use it appropriately.
Yeah. And do you think that it's, you know, that plays a lot with why people love this show so much, right? Maybe because they can actually see the real world kind of going in, that social media makes you so close to someone in that way.
I mean, yeah, I feel like our previous shows kind of touched on using technology and social media a little bit, but when I read the script, I was like, wow, this show is really using what's available, these social media platforms. It's really using it and showing, you know, just how we all use it today. It touched on a lot.
Yeah, we all use social media like Joe, right?
I mean, not like that,
No,
but you know what I mean.
No, you're right. I mean, actually, I think what Joe is doing is in a way quite normal. That's the most disturbing part. He really isn't doing anything that's super high tech. He's just like, yeah, I'm actually doing this. I'm creeping on people, and so what's the difference between creeping on them in real life? I think in a way, Joe is like, I'm courageous. Everyone else is doing this behind closed doors on their phone, but I'll do it in real life because I'm brave. I'm a man. You know. So his logic is interesting. I think Joe reveals the unsettling logic that actually a lot of us are following. You know, in the worst way in social media. But then I think in the best way, it is a tool, and there's nothing inherently wrong about that tool at all. I think, in fact, I really admire people like Shay who have an authentic relationship with it, where it's like fluid. See, me, when I try to do something on social media, it's pathetic.
It's very cute. I wouldn't say pathetic. It was cute. You know how to post a story.
But I think about it too much, and therefore when I do use it, it actually lacks that authenticity and that fluidity that I think a lot of like extra young people, we call them Gen Z. Is that right now? Yeah, well, but we're millennials. We're all millennials. I'm talking about people who are like 15 to like 25 now. You know. I'm in my 30s, let's be clear.
The thing about Peach, I mean, I do love the fact that she loved and cared for her friend. I just wish it wasn't that much, you know?
I think Peach in a way is kind of the best person on the show. She really is. She sees Joe for who he is.
Oh,
she does. And she does love Beck. Yeah, I mean, she's being possessive and manipulative, but in that world, it's kind of the least. She sees things clearly. She knows what she wants. She's
very honest.
She's extremely honest. I don't think, I mean, this idea that like somehow Joe and Peach are on the same level, I think it's just.
You don't agree?
Well, they both sort of had an obsession for Beck, right?
Yeah.
You took yours a little further, but who's to say that Peach wouldn't get there? I think very facetious.
Yeah, so I mean, you're right. I loved the head-to-head nature of the relationship once it gets there. I mean, you do. Can I say like what? She points a gun at me, which is just.
I was ready. She was ready. Yeah. I mean, I do. I would have to say that I really did enjoy playing her truthfulness. As brass as it was, she was very honest, and so I can admire that element to her. I just don't love so much the controlling aspect of her and on her friendship.
Any lines? I would just have to do them later, and that was quite interesting. Yeah, so but you know what? I started when I was a child. When I was like 9 or 10 years old, I started in voiceovers. I worked at a radio station.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I was in I was in two Nintendo 64 video games.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, so it makes sense.
That? Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
In Mario Tennis and Mario Golf.
See, so I feel like even if Penn says something as like, I like eating cotton candies, in the Joe voice, please, just indulge us. Like, think of the fluffiest sentence that you could think of, and say it in your Joe voice.
I wouldn't ordinarily eat such a confectionery treat, but you are so like a cloud. Like a blue puff. So delectable. Such a okay. So you get I don't know. You gotta. I'm an actor. I'm not a writer.
Give it up for Penn. And Shay Mitchell too. Now, before we wrap it up, I have to ask. Okay. So Shay was asking earlier, do you want us to speak in the? The Netflix people are saying, do you want to speak in Filipino? And she was like, do you want me to speak in Filipino? Are you sure? Okay. So what shall we teach Shay and Penn? What do you guys want? Mahal kita? Mahal ko kayo? Maraming salamat.
Mahal kayo.
Chorba. Okay. So Filipino slang? No. Okay. We're gonna teach you mahal namin kayo. Mahal namin kayo. That's we love you.
Mahal namin.
Which the second word?
Namin. Yes.
Mahal
Kayo.
namin kayo.
You got it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Mahal namin kayo. And then what's the
Yeah.
hard thing? Head.
Huh?
This thing. What was it?
Well, that's not here.
Oh,
That's
all right. Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay. No. So, apart from mahal namin kayo, we also have taught them, this is Filipino culture right here that we've stolen from elsewhere, the Korean heart.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so I thought it was
Yeah.
Korean, but it's also
Does it matter what hand?
It doesn't really
Okay.
matter, as long as you make it
This is the cutest
tiny.
thing I've ever seen in my life. The tiniest little heart.
Okay, so we gotta rehearse this, right? You
Mahal
take
namin kayo.
mahal namin kayo. You take the tiny heart, and then you give it to the people. Mahal namin kayo. Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Are
The phones
you
are ready.
ready?
Okay, the phones ready. So over this here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Mahal namin kayo.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up once again for Penn, Badgley, and Shay Mitchell, everybody.
I mean, thank you guys for being so supportive and loving our show and welcoming us and me again into your beautiful country. Thank you.
Everything she said, except this is my first time here. So thank you for welcoming me. Thank you for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Penn and Shay, everybody, don't forget to catch them as Joe and Peach on the Netflix original series You. Please don't forget to use our hashtag for today.
All right. Okay. Now, can we give another big, huge round of applause for the amazing In Conversation with Shay, Penn, and Joyce. Please, everyone, just stay where you are for now. We'll release you in just a moment.
Thank you very much once again for joining us here today. Please don't forget to use...
Mike. Kasi hindi pa siya ano din. Hindi siya malo, hindi shaky.
Ano na yan, IS na yan. Uy, nasa camera ako lang.
Hello guys, so we're now here sa Manila, Penn. Sabi ni Prince, pumayat na raw ako.
Malaking bagay yun. Eto siya.
So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching my video blog about Netflix featuring the You celebrities, si Penn, Badgley, and Shay Mitchell. So yun, I'll see you at the next video blog na. I think may mga ibang events pa, no, na may mga celebrities. So I will try to feature them all at makover din for this video blog. So thank you guys for watching. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see you at the next video blog adventure. At also sa Netflix event din.